Hey folks, ready to go. Trout and Magnet Man with you here today. I went back over to Normandy the very next day after I made that last video. I knew those trout were in there, and man, I was wanting to catch some fish so bad. I mean, when I get on fish, I get all excited, get worked up. So I had to go back and catch some more fish, and I did. I caught well over 30 trout, stalker trout. Didn't fish maybe, I don't think I fished 2 hours because the wind got up. I mean, it got to howling, and the wind was coming from my right to left, putting a bow in the line. And when that happens, if you're twitching a trout magnet, which I was, it's hard to get a hook set, very hard to get a hook set. But anyway, I threw a crankbait a couple of times, and I got one hung up after third cast and lost it. So I says, okay, this ain't gonna work, because water there is, it's not even 3 foot deep, if that. But the problem is in that area exactly, there's believe it or not, there's some pieces of rebar out there. There's some cement blocks. There's every now and then there's a little bit of wood that's come down when they had the water up high. But the biggest thing is the grass. I won't call it grass. I call it moss, didymo, whatever you want to call it. But it'll get your lures, that's for sure. And so I said, I don't want to lose any more. So what I did, I tied on a trout magnet with a 1 gram jig head, which is not what this rod was designed for. But I said, I'm gonna see, I wanna feel what it's like to catch fish on this thing. Well, I tell you folks, this rod shines. I mean, it just absolutely shines. You can see the little bit of current in the video there. It's not a whole lot of current, but it's enough. And with this rod, you're not underpowered when you hook into a trout in that current. And using a nylon line, it's no trouble, and it's not going to be any trouble with bigger fish. Now, I didn't get any big fish. I will sooner or later get into some bigger trout over there. They got some brood trout put in there, and I'm going to keep going, and eventually I will hook one on this. And as the weeks go by, I think I've told you before, they will let out more water there, and when they do that, it'll be more conducive to fishing a multitude of different types of crankbaits, spoons, spinners, which I will do. But this rod, I tell you, who's this rod for? If you're fishing a stream for trout, if you're fishing current, even for smallmouth, I'd say, and you want this is not exactly an ultralight rod, it's called light, but you'll see the bending curve if you look close in a couple of the clips in the video. You'll see the bending curve on this with a 10-inch fish. It's pretty darn light action rod. I mean, light. That's a new one to me, but that's what this is rated at. I would certainly not take this rod bluegill fishing. It'd be okay. You could have some fun, but I mean, I have other rods for that. I bought this rod for a specific purpose, and I can see it's going to fulfill that need very, very well. And I've already told you in the other video about the aesthetics of this rod. This thing is just absolutely gorgeous. You just feel good when you get it in your hand. I mean, it's just a quality rod. I mean, it's just fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. I like the fact that it has the hook keeper, which very few JDM rods do. This one does. But it truly shined. And the rod, while it's got, I think, 95% graphite, and 5% glass, this rod's a lot more sensitive than I thought it would be. I mean, I could feel the tick when the trout would nip at the trout magnet. You could feel it, and there was no problem getting a hook set, that impressed me. You know, the area trout rods for sensitivity are much better than this, but I was surprised at just how sensitive this was. So if you're looking for a rod to trout fish, smallmouth fish with, in current, anything in current really, this will do the trick. I plan on using this rod a lot. I think I've already told you, out on the Little Red River, on the White River in Arkansas, this thing will shine. It will absolutely shine. I will have a ton of fun, and I will not be underpowered. This rod, you can just tell, even with the stalker trout, you can tell there's just no issues, and it don't take much current. And I fished them, and I will do it again. I will fish area trout rods over there at Normandy, but doing that, you you feel what little bit of current there is there right now. it's really putting some stress on the rod. I mean, not enough stress you're going to break it or anything like that, but it's just you can just feel it. It's not the best rod for that situation. Now there's certain areas in that river where there's deep pools. It's not as much flow. That the area rod's going to do just fine. And the area rod would have done fine where I was fishing at, but I wanted to fish this, and I'm glad I did. And it just truly shined. I almost went back today, but the wind is 15 to 20 mile an hour, and no matter what you're throwing, especially if it's right to left, left to right, that's not a good thing for me. I don't like it. I can't stand it. You get where you lose contact with the lure or the jig head. But my lures from Japan will be here tomorrow. And I'm certainly going to be trying them out. You better believe that. And using this rod. And we'll do a fishing video of that when that happens. Some of the lures are going to be like shallow runners, like a foot. So I should be able to fish them over there and see how it goes. Now, unfortunately, those fish over there right now, they've all been released since November. And they, especially if they've just been released recently, they're just not used to chasing down minnows or something like that. I mean, they'll hit it, but what will happen is we will have shad kills there. Shad kills can start any time now, it just depends. It might already, I say they could have had one, but they haven't, because when they have one, you'll see the shad wash up on the bank there. That hadn't happened. But, we got January to get through, February. Usually in February, you get those shad kills, and when you get those shad kills, that's when you want to go over there with the lures, because they're going to hit it, because they're going to be gorging them. I mean, those trout get fat in February. They get extremely fat, gorging themselves on the dead shad. So, if you're interested in getting one of the best stream trout rods, I think you're going to, that's out there, I almost bought, as my first stream trout rod, a Major Craft fine tail, which I'm sure would have been a good rod. But I said, just let me start out at the top. And this is certainly at the top. Now, I know there's going to be some people come back and say, well, you got the Rodeo Craft, which is going to cost more. And you got the Anglo, which is going to cost a whole lot more. And I'm sure those are fantastic rods. I'm sure they're equal to this, if not better. But I'm going to tell you, folks, this is a premier rod. It is top of the shelf. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this thing is just it's just superb. I just love fishing with it. I love looking at it. I'll take it out and look at it every once in a while. It's just a pretty rod. Someone asked me the other day, does this cork have a lot of filler? Well, this cork, or I want to know, does this cork have any filler? Well, I've never seen any cork that didn't have a little bit of filler. But this is some high grade cork. This is the best grade cork on any rod I own, the rods that have cork. This is some high quality cork. There's no doubt about it. Everything about this is just high quality. So if you're in the market for a stream trout rod, I highly suggest this. I will put the link to it to Chris Stewart's site, finessefishing.com. As a matter of fact, when I'm sitting there fishing with this rod, standing mostly, I got to thinking that spot I was fishing. I said, I like this rod so much. He has a 5 foot 1 inch version, I think it is, of this rod. I said, I probably should get to 5 foot 1 inch. That's how much I like this rod. And I'm at the stage now, folks, of buying rods, and I won't say I won't ever buy a low-end rod again, but I'm at a stage now that I'm going to be very selective about which rods I buy. I saw on Tackle Tour today, and I looked up this rod Evergreen's coming out with in May. It's an aging rod, 5'6", extra ultralight, weighs less than 40 grams. Now, folks, that's going to be that's going to be an impressive feat to get a 5'6" graphite rod to weigh less than 40 grams. That's going to be something to see. But like I said, I'm at the stage where I buy rods now that are really top end, something extraordinary. That I'm not just going to buy a bunch of rods anymore. I've seen what the rods are like. I mean, there's tons of rods out there. Tons of rods I don't even know the name, don't even know the brand. that are high end. This is just a journey I'm going down, and you know, I'm buying as I go along. But I kind of know, you know, what I'm looking for now. And so it's mostly going to be the high-end stuff. Probably all of it's going to be the high-end stuff now. So anyway, appreciate all the comments on the channel. I'm continuing to do well health-wise. I was able to crawl down in that little hole there, crawl over them boulders, get down there and fish. It sure felt good. And I just, folks, just ordered me some wading boots. My wading boots, I've had them for 12, no, I've had them for 14 years, I guess it is, 13, 14 years. I went to look at them yesterday, and the soles were coming off of them. I said, okay, so I need some wading boots. So I got me some new wading boots come. Still got my waders, had them out the other day, checking them out. They seem to be fine. So I'm gonna get back over there fishing just as soon as I can. And as soon as we get some sunshine and no wind, I'll be taking that boat back to Nickajack, getting out and doing a whole lot more fishing. So appreciate all of you with the comments. Appreciate the support of the channel. Hope all of you are safe. Hope all of you are healthy. So until next time, soul up 'em all, and life is good.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. On Tenryu Rayz. Get this fish in here. Yes, sir. Nice catch. Nice catch. Nice catch. Nice fish. Oops. Yeah, that's a nice fish. Nice little stalker. Here we go. Here we go. Another stalker. Yes, sir. That's a nice chunky fish here, folks. That's a nice chunky fish here. Let me see, can I squat down and get him without breaking the whole back. Come on now, this joker. Oh yeah, this is a nice little stalker here. Come on here. Yeah, this nice little stalker here. Yes, sir. That's a nice little fish. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. Sure feels good, folks. Sure feels good. This joker cutting up too. This joker's cutting up. Sitting down today. Taking a little break here. Nice. Let me get this. Yeah, it's a pretty little stalker. Give me some fun. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again, folks. Yes, sir. This joker cutting up now. Oh yeah, this joker cutting up. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice trout. Nice stalker. Come here. Come here. Alright. Put him down. Yes, sir. This nice little fish here. Nice little fish. Nice little stalker on the Tenryu Rayz Spectra. Yes, sir. Alright, let's let him go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, folks. On the Tenryu Spectra. Alright. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. It's just a little old, about a 7-inch stalker. But hey, give me some fun. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep. Quick release there. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh. This might be a better fish. It's hard to tell. Nah, he ain't no better. Just another fish, though. Come on, he done got tangled up there. There we go. Come here. Come here. Come here. Another stalker trout on the Tenryu Rayz Spectra. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go, folks. Better fish here, I believe. Hard to say. Hard to say. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, nice trout here. Nice trout here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nice trout here. Come on now, simmer down. Simmer down here. Yes, sir. Nice trout. Come on now. Simmer down. Simmer down. Nice stalker there. All right. All right. Old Tenryu rod's doing me good. Yes, sir. Just let him go here. There he goes. There he goes.